Hey, welcome to the Friday Members Choice Build, where the channel members got to pick what kits we were making for this series. We're going to keep Fridays as channel members' choices, so guys can build at their own pace, and the channel members can pick when they're ready to change their kit. So, how are we, gentlemen? I'll unmute Gary. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Damn decent of you.
I'll allow you to speak.
Thank you so much, Master.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Master.
Now go make a brew.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master. How are we, gents?
You're right, mate. All right.
Yeah.
You're right, Ned.
Good. John, you did a live stream earlier today, I see.
I did, yeah. It's an hour on the victory, which is nice.
Yeah. Nice sunny day for it, by the look of it. I did watch it.
Oh, okay.
Obviously not live. I watched it this morning whilst I was having breakfast. Because I wasn't watching any live streams at that time in the morning.
So, yeah, I finished the lower deck gun port former on the port side. So, yeah, that didn't take long. It won't take long to do the other side either, but I think there'll be more sessions.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Less time between, because I can progress now at a great rate of knots.
Good. And how's your elbow? Is it better now?
No. It's probably worse today than any other time lately, but I'll just get past it.
And how is our littlest mascot, Tim? Not Tim, the mascot. Tim's
not that little. Oh.
Yeah, be fair.
Yeah, no, it's she's going very well.
Good. It's Julian's birthday today.
Oh, that's
Is
right.
it really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Which surprised me because I didn't know South Walians were born. I thought they were spawned in the primordial swamp that is Cardiff. I didn't realise they actually birthed each other.
Yeah, wait to say happy birthday, dude.
Yeah.
Happy spawn day, Julian.
Happy spawning day.
The birthing pits below Isengard.
Yeah. Exactly. Just south of Cardiff. They're in the sort of muddy swamp areas in Cardiff Bay. They pluck them out like cockles.
Happy birthday, Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good one, mate.
Hopefully he's not forgetting that the stream's actually on today. Because the other day he completely forgot the stream was on, even though the stream's been on the same days, same times for the last 2 years. Yeah. Bob says, nobody to say hello to. Sad face engaged.
Dear. Oh, and Jude says, hello, Bob.
Yeah, and he didn't reply.
Oh, it's probably gone by then.
GM says, hello, sad face engaged.
That's an odd name.
Bob says, Mikey's made it.
Yeah. GM says, hello, Maggie.
And Bob says, sad face, only engaged, not married. Don't know if that's a good thing or not.
And he also says, engaged in what, Bob?
GM says, I've been a sad past few days with mystery illness, slowly recovering now. Oh, that's no good.
You.
Look after yourself.
Yeah. Bob says, engaged in shouting up my laptop, upped Linux Mint to 22.3 and loaded all relative software. The XF2G code still doesn't work, so retreating to desktop machine. Sounds
I understood about a third of those words, mostly the ands and I've.
Yes.
Bob says, GM, please improve quickly. Mystery illnesses are not nice.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
GM says shouting at laptops. I've been shouting at the toilet. No
Okay.
food, no water, crazy dizzy. Phone battery lasts ages when you're not using it.
That's no good.
Oh,
Patrick's in. G'day to all in the panel and the chat.
hey, Patrick.
Hey, mate.
David says, "Good day all, and happy birthday to Julian."
Yeah.
Jen says, hello, Patrick.
Bob says, been calling your mates Bill, Huey, and Ralph to tell them about your special Technicolor cough.
Ooh.
It's taken an interesting medical term.
GM says, David, OTV, Julian has birthdays?
See, I'm not the only one that's surprised by this.
Hmm.
I didn't think South Walians were born. I thought they were spawned. Bob says, "Good day, Patrick."
Oh, Joe Lil, happy Friday to all. Looking forward to an entertaining live stream. Really, I'm not kidding. Hope all are well. Well, apparently Gary's not. But,
Ooh,
Ian Chambers says, hello, everyone.
hello, Ian Chambers.
hey, Ian.
Welcome to the channel.
Yeah. GM says, Bobby, severe leaking at the other end.
Oh, dear.
Got the bed to toilet sprints down. Pat, 3 seconds. Oh, that's no good.
Ooh, you could always just tilt your laptop slightly forwards, John, to make you higher up in the camera if you wanted to see it.
That way?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
There you
why
go.
not? All right.
Saves you trying to stretch and hurt your back. Whose turn was it? Mine. David says, "Hello, Mikey, Gary, evening to John and Timmy."
Hello.
And says, caught up with your stream, John. Enjoyable.
Thank you. He's probably enjoyed the sunshine.
Yes.
Joe says, John, I will catch your stream later. Way too early for me to watch live. I hope you did not fight the croc and I missed it live. Damn it.
No crocs were harmed in the making of that episode.
Much to Bob Catter's chagrin.
Yeah. Bob Catter, hey.
Jem, hello, panel members. Not being able to watch any of your streams, sadly. Eyes could not focus. Get better soon, buddy.
Yeah. Ian Chambers says the primordial swamp is Senny Bridge.
Oh, that's the primordial training ground. That's where they learn how to be heathens. And they get all their orc paints and things like that.
Have you been getting enough sleep recently, Mikey?
No.
And have you been self-medicating with 40% proof?
No, it was 46.
Oh, there you go.
And they're in 46% proof.
The strong stuff.
Bob says, toilet sprints down, Pat. Ho, ho, ho. Sorry, used to have the same problem as a side effect of meds. Change meds, no more carpet groove.
Why did you have worms?
Carpet groove.
Groove is in the heart.
Hobby Time's in. Hi, guys.
It's a groovy
Hobby
kind
Time.
of look. Hi, Hobby Time. Matthew says, "Hi everyone, that's me. Hello."
Yes.
Um,
Prompt lines. Duke's here. G'day, all you beautiful people.
hello. Oh, bollocks! It's just jumped. There we go.
Chats about says, Martin says, Iro all taking a break from HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Hello, Matt. That's Martin Moyes, the guy who made all this possible.
Right.
Because he encouraged me to get into YouTube, and he gave me this computer to use, which is very kind of him.
Wow.
Julian says, Plan B. Vector Labs. Shite balanced. Tried to kill me. Just going over a 1/4-inch step. Currently on hold to GP in the US. General practitioner, aka family doctor.
Yes. Yes. I wonder if Julian missed all the earlier happy birthday spawn day things.
Maybe. Happy birthday, Julian.
Happy spawn day, Swamp Donkey. David says, John, Swamp Donkey, yay. David says, John, we have some sun in between showers at the moment.
Oh. Better than nothing.
Patrick says, hi, Julian, and happy birthday.
Wait a minute.
Adam's in saying, hello all.
How did you get on here, Adam? You're not normally on a Friday.
Jim is in. Hello and happy Friday to all, y'all.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jimbo. Bob says, no proof, just circumstantial evidence.
Yeah.
Julian says, your call is important to us. Like hell it is. You are number 17 in the queue.
But just as important as the first person in the queue, I'm sure.
Yeah.
See, before long, everyone will be like, oh, go back to hating everything. David says, had to walk the whole length of the training area on my junior Carter course.
There you go.
Sorry, brain's a bit slow today.
It's all right. Yeah, Sainsbridge is a weird place. As soon as you go over that cattle bridge, you instantly become depressed. And it's not even a joke. That's sort of universal amongst the British forces. You go over the cattle grid that ends as you get into the train area, and everyone just goes, because they know it's going to be 4 seasons in a day and things like that.
It's like getting on at the Potts Point Navy base. Finally get up, you scan your DCAC, the doors don't open for some reason, you look at some half-wit security guard on the other side of the glass just looking at you, and you're like, I hate everything, is what I would say if I hated things. But I don't now.
Yeah.
Jim says, once again, happy birthday to Julian, proving again the South of Wales is indeed the garden spot of the UK.
Yes, that's where we grow all our vegetables.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Julian says, thank you, Nod, and thank you, Mikey, I think.
Yeah.
Father, drugs not responding, so I'm on the way back to Aberdeen.
Hope he gets better soon, buddy.
Yeah. Duke says, happy birthday, Julian. Have you been practicing with your jets?
Excuse me, a bit of a yawn. Ian says, David, I had to crawl on my junior NTO course. Oh.
Yeah. Fun times at Sennybridge. Julian says, thanks, Jim. At least we don't have an organised pub crawl in the north, like the north does. Yeah. Why would you not have an organised pub crawl?
Yeah. Julian says, no, Duke, my name's Julian, not Benny. Benny and the Jets, I get it.
Before we're out of time, Tim.
You'd like this one just on the crawling on NCO courses and stuff. My brother-in-law is just finishing up his commission, buddy training in the Air Force. So he's down at Sale, and he lets us know because it winds us all up how easy it is. So he sent a message saying, we walked 2.5 kilometers extra than we normally do today. So we've been given a mandatory 1.5 hour break back in our rooms to rest our legs and feet.
Oh,
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. And he sent a photo of him in bed, and my brother, who was a commando, has just sent a photo of him staring off into the middle distance. And, like, posted a photo of him doing PT for Army, just like sweating and looking like he's 70.
You know it's bad when the RAF regiment are shocked and they do the 5 mile a day.
And then my brother-in-law has just sent a photo of him tucked in bed. So yeah, they're having a grand old time down there. Bob says, bad attack of the uh-ohs here. Could we have reminders for birthdays the day before? That way I could have remembered yesterday was my daughter's. Hello, Doghouse.
That's what calendars are for, mate.
GM says San Francisco's full of fruits and vegetables.
It is.
Okay.
Oh dear. Drew says, I hereby revoke my thanks, Mikey. Cheeky git.
That's fair.
Paul Price says, evening all. Hello, Paul. How are you
Hello,
doing,
Paul.
mate?
Hello.
Julian says, Bob, yesterday was your daughter's birthday. Helpful look.
Oh, yeah, me. Matthew says, Timmer, not hating stuff. Back to Chat GPT for another parallel universe picture.
Mark says, I didn't mind Senny Bridge, really. It was always better than Saltire Ranges. I don't think I ever went there. I went to Altcar and places like that, where you fire over the border.
Yeah. Matthew says, happy birthday, Julian, King of the Heathens.
Jim says, Tim, did you say RAF training at East Sale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob says, Julian, I actually went to town, but couldn't recall why. I blame the meds.
That's not good. You probably need one of those pendants where if the sensor on the door detects that you've gone past the door, it tells you to go back in or something. If you can't remember,
I thought you were going to say one of the rememberals from Harry Potter that lets you know that you've forgotten something.
No.
It doesn't tell you what.
Yeah. That's really useful.
I think it's your turn, is it, Gary?
Okay. Paul Price spent the morning with 6 of the grandkids. Well worth getting up at 6 a.m. and driving to the central coast of New South Wales. Very nice.
Ah, lovely.
It's a nice place to be. The weather was okay today, you know. It didn't rain, but cloudy and then sunny, you know.
Nice.
Mr. Jim says, I think I dated mandatory and also mandatory.
Yeah. David Valley says, not as muddy as Saltau? Saltau?
Saltau.
Saltau. Right.
Saltau Ranges. And Mark says, do the RAF actually do training? I thought they spent most of their time checking into hotels. That is the training, dude. I mean,
yeah,
I know how complicated it is to book a hotel and travel insurance.
Yeah. And stand in a queue at reception.
Yeah. Navigating the defense credit card system.
Yeah. Fussing at how long it's all taking. You have to time it just right.
Learn how to use a trousers
up
press.
2 3, tuck 2 3, tuck 2 3, down. It's you know it's quite critical.
Yeah.
Sounds like everyone's jealous they joined the wrong force.
No.
GM says, Bobby, I would have gone to the shops, but I couldn't get to the car. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Paul Price, it rained on the way up, John. Oh, there you go.
And he says, the other grandkids are up your way, John.
Oh, okay.
Oop.
We didn't really have credit cards. Swiping credit card by numbers, says Matthew. We didn't have credit cards. We had cash. Didn't trust us with credit cards. There's your money. That's what you will spend.
They have tuppence and threepenny bits.
Very good, son.
Yeah.
Yes. Is your groat. Don't spend it all at once.
Yeah, they gave us like 2 diners cards, and they're like, oh, if you use it, I'll throw you in a Holsworthy, which is like a military prison.
It was pathetic, really. Like everyone's got $30,000 access on a credit card, Diners Club, which isn't accepted anywhere. So well done.
Yeah,
and same deal. The whole thing's pathetic, and you can't use it to buy fuel because fuel is not a legitimate travel expense.
Okay.
See, we used to just automatically get paid mileage.
Yeah, no, this is the Australian government, you know.
Yeah, so like that's a completely different form. So when you fill out your travel form, you say like, yes, I'm, taking a vehicle, it's X amount of kilometers, and then you'll get an allowance, but don't use that bloody card. Yeah. The only thing I ever used it for was as a prop to tell my mum that, like it's really handy that they gave us this. Like I'd been in the Navy for 2 weeks. I said it's really, really handy that they gave us a credit card because I've been able to just go out and do all my groceries and stuff without having to worry.
Yeah.
And she like almost had a conniption, but that's the only thing I've ever used it for. Julian says, we have invested in alternative method to access our services. Please hang up and dial. Oh boy. In other words, we've bought an answering machine, which we can ignore until the recording is full.
Yes.
Fun.
Absolutely.
Bob says, GM, how big is your car? Unless the playground equipment comes flat packed. Well,
Matt says, wrong force, don't even go there.
Yeah, Matthew says, Naffy tokens. Naffy tokens.
Naffy tokens, Naffy girls, Naffy beer.
GM says, the training sounds weak. 10-kilometer runs, a salt course, then a drinking barbecue before a sports day.
yeah. Hugh Gordon is in. Don't stink like pongos or crabs. There's your bonus your bonus ball right there. Oh, okay.
Pongos are soldiers because everywhere the army goes, the pongos.
Yeah, fair enough.
Crabs are crab fats, Royal Air Force. Because fat on crabs is supposed to be a bluish colour that's very similar to the RAF blue-grey. So known as crab fats.
There you
go.
Paul says, John, I do have a pic of grandson number 1 in the intake of the Sabre at Fighter Town.
Okay.
Oh, you took him out before they switched it on.
Well,
that could have got messy.
Fog. Yeah.
Interesting. But were you there today? Should have called me. Julian says, one of my friends got no credit card on purpose. Reads that if you don't have the cash, you can't afford it. Good plan is he has zero debt.
Totally agree. That's my philosophy. You can't afford it.
You can't really get cash anywhere, so get a debit card, not a credit card.
Yes.
Works the same, but then there's a lot of places don't accept cash now.
Yeah. Well, they do in the rest of the UK. It's just Londinium.
No, yeah, but a lot of places don't accept it because they don't want their staff being mugged.
Again, doesn't happen very much in the rest of the country. Mostly London.
No, God, there's no drug problems anywhere in the rest of the country. Everywhere's like perfect bloody William Morris paradise, isn't it, out there?
Yeah, what we need to do build a massive concrete wall around London.
It's Birmingham recently, have we? Or Manchester, Glasgow. Dare I say Cardiff? I mean, really?
Oh, no. There's the vegetable garden of Wales.
There's a wall off cities in general.
Yeah.
Well, there was
just let people know that like cities are like PvP zones. You know, they're awful bloody things.
But there was a play on the radio a little while back where London declared independence from the rest of the country and set up border posts around the whole of the M25 orbital ring road. and so the currency inside everywhere else in the UK uses the pound, and inside the London they use the pound. Everything. How much is that? £5. So so it became the pound. PAHND became the legal currency of London. Which the rest of the play was rubbish, but that just amused me enormously.
Paul says he was 2 at the time. He's 8 now.
Right.
Oh, there you go. It was the M25 that they massive all around London, isn't that the M25? It was the border posts were all the junctions on the M25.
Matthew says M25 traffic jam, Dartford Tunnel, flood it.
Just make it a massive island surrounded by a big wall. Cool. That's all the chat. Oh no, there we go.
Oh, okay. Full price says, scary thing is in 9 years, I have to teach him to drive a manual.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Let's get modelling.
Right.
Okay.
I had a proposal to just wall off all of like Western and Southwestern Sydney. You know, just separate the people from the animals.
Why do I get the impression that when you get your new house, Tim, you're going to be that guy that builds a massive soil embankment around it just in case there's a flood to protect the house, when it's really just to cut everyone else off?
Yeah, my goal, like as a neighbor, is to be like Dale from King of the Hill.
Aspirations.
Yeah.
GM says, Bobby, the car is small to fit into a merry-go-round. I simply could not walk to the car. Julian, note to self, don't mention the local murder a few days ago. That will undermine the paradise. Ain't London.
London.
Yeah.
London.
We won't mention
blimey, governor, London.
We won't mention the serial unaliver that I used to know.
Yeah.
I met when I was a kid.
Yes.
And sounds like some people from Boston. MA invaded London, Massachusetts, I am imagining.
Yeah.
Martin said, what do you get when you drop a piano on an army officer? An A flat major. Very good, Mark.
They're here all week.
Hey. We got 28 people watching. I don't know how many likes we got yet.
Don't they know better yet? My God.
I know, right?
They'll learn.
Yeah.
They will learn. We'll learn them.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got 28 watching and 11 likes so far.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there you go. 782 subscribers. Cool.
Excellent.
Going up slowly.
Yes.
I recently acquired the skill to sleep with my eyes open. God, I'm tired.
Paul says, Tim, don't diss southwestern Sydney, Bankstown by there.
Mad Max Films, said Matthew, a social documentary. Timo runs Bartertown.
Yeah. Bob, during some years ago, it took ages to get out of my road. There was a murder or unaliving in a seaside town. Then when I got near it, work a couple of miles away, there was another 2 in 1 day holiday resort. Chat about says, heck, Tim, you scared me then. I wondered what on earth he was doing with a model of my missus. I'm sure Diane will be well happy that you said that, Matt. I sprayed the IRL 44 last night. Kind of. I did the primer, so I did black primer on him.
Okay.
Cool. There's the turret. So I'm thinking, because the color schemes on it are like a bluey grey color or sand and green, and I'm sick to death of doing sand and green, and I don't particularly fancy doing grey either. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing blue, so it's like a Warhammer tank, because it kind of looks like a Warhammer type tank, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, thinking of doing that. For today, I've painted the tracks with black primer, and then I put some Vallejo special effects corrosion over it. So it kind of looks like that sort of dark, rusty brown color. So now, well, I'm gonna maybe do some different little things to just add some, so it doesn't look all one color. So, bit of sponge.
Why didn't you paint the inside of it, you lazy sod?
Because it's going to have a turret on and no open doors.
Slack.
Racist. Mark says, shh. Matthew, police helicopter orbiting above. No comment. Joe, Tim, will you be attending the NFL game between the POS teams and San Francisco 40 winners, Winers, and the LA Lambs? It's on Friday, September the 11th.
No. No, I won't be going down.
GM Paul, it's okay. There's a border between us and that cane toad farmer up north. Oh, I must be getting better. The claws are out now. Woohoo! I was watching Isaac Butterfield short video on Instagram this morning, and he was talking about the cane toads in Australia and how they ended up being there.
Right.
It was interesting. Matthew says, Mikey, I think I have that tank in World of Tanks. All French ones are blue to start with. Yeah. I think it'd be interesting. Make a difference from like green, brown tank, brown tank, brown tank, green and brown tank. Yeah. Jim says, saying that this in jest, Mikey, the way you count likes, views, subscriptions, etc., reminds me of the spendthrift Scott from Dad's Army, Fraser. Aye. Except I don't speak Jockanese. Joe says it's in Melbourne. Yeah. Oh, the game is. There we go. Right. Now then. Now.
Yeah, no, I'd go to a game in the States. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way in Australia. It's just not. It's not the same, you know. Like I've been to all those stadiums before, so it's like going to, you know, insert whatever field here, and you know, being there and having the full experience and stuff. It'd be very different, you know. Like watching the Pats play in Foxborough is very different to, you know, if they ever played out in Australia, going and seeing them at like the MCG or something. But I think the last game I watched was a college football opener years ago between, I think it was Cal and Hawaii in Sydney, and it was all right except for just all the bloody Australians. So.
Yeah. Kind of an occupational habit down that way, though, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's just yeah. I don't
come
know.
On. Radical positivity.
Yeah, I think I am just a gatekeeper because like I see people wearing like, you know, Raiders stuff, and I'm like, who's your quarterback? And they're like, oh, I don't know, bro. I just think it looks cool, and I'm like, I love you so much, buddy.
Yeah. Live and let live. Yes.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't fill me with blinding, seething rage, but
no.
That's all right.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Because you're such a happy guy.
Well, I am. That's the funny thing. It's like I'm pretty much always happy. That's why people are just like, man, it's really weird that you start almost every sentence with, you know what I hate?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Chat's happening fast today.
Oh.
Matthew, some French tanks are Panzer with a little crossing on them too. Yeah. Jim, Joe, the price of NFL games in America, then double the price for a game played in another country. Jim, lambs and 40 whiners sounds like someone doesn't like those teams. Joe, yes, Jim, it's crazy ridiculous. Paul, there's nothing in Melbourne. I've been there. The best thing is the Hume Highway heading north. Joe, Cowboys and 49ers are hated rivals from way back. Matthew, a couple hundred years ago, Australia was twinned with Alcatraz. Julian, may need to push up to GP to raise hell. No doctor available today. Sent WhatsApp message to pharmacy to ask prescribing pharmacist for advice. Sounds helpful. Jim, in 2024, the price of cheap seats at Wembley cost £220 for an NFL game. Good gravy.
Yeah, that was the cheapest.
Who was playing that game? Was that Bengals and Browns?
I don't know. They have 3 or 4 matches played over here now. Regular season games played over here.
That's right.
The Bears were here last year or year before.
Yeah, they've been extending it, haven't they?
Yeah. They always keep talking about one of the franchises moving out here, but I don't see it happening.
That'd be funny. The England Redcoats against the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
That would be good.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Quarterback Paul Revere.
Yeah, well, the Redskins got changed to the Washington Commanders.
They did, yeah.
They'll always be the Skins to me.
Yeah.
It's the same way, like, the Rams are like always St. Louis. Like, I never remember to call them like the LA Rams. Chargers are San Diego.
Yeah.
I hate when teams move. Bums me out.
Yeah.
Wow, it's all that positivity, Tim.
Yeah. The mask has slipped.
That went out the window.
That just used to make me laugh when you hear of like hockey teams starting up all over the place. And it's like Las Vegas. Oh yeah, that famous place for how cold it is. Yeah. The ice hockey, Las Vegas, or Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. The typical hockey country, Phoenix, isn't it?
Yeah, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So okay.
And the teams in those places are really good.
Yeah. Oh, the Vegas team were like
the Knights.
They won the Stanley Cup. Yeah, I don't know if they won the Stanley Cup, but they've been damn close to it a few times. They just buy in really cool players.
I think they did a few years ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah. Hey, I'll have a look when I'm in Toronto because the Stanley Cup is there in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I can look it up.
Yeah.
Joe says NFL is looking to expand all over the world. How about the Fighting Heathens of South Wales with a heathen in a wheelchair? Evil looking. The Fighting Swamp Donkeys. Jim says, growing up in the 70s, we hated the Cowboys, America's team. Bah. Oh, they were sheep as well. Would that make them shepherds, though, rather than cowboys?
I remember that in The Simpsons, like Homer Simpson won the Dallas Cowboys or something. And it was like, oh, no, not the Cowboys. It's really funny. And they're like throwing a ball and bouncing each other off each other's helmets and instead of catching them and stuff. It's just really funny.
Jim says, for me, watching any footy games is easier on TV. It doesn't beat actually being there if you like shows live. Music shows, we are live on the cameras, so still get a good viewing. Yeah. Joe, you'd be surprised, Mr. Evans. The NFL will push it through, hopefully in South Wales. Yeah. Yes, keep it in South Wales. They like imports down there. Ian says, shall I ask the Antipodean Ford or GM? Jim, the 2024 London game I spoke of was between the Bears and the Jaguars. Pronounced Jaguars.
Yeah, that's right. There wasn't that was played at I think it was played at Tottenham rather than Wembley. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium rather than Wembley. Yeah, because reasons. I don't know. I just wanted to make it really difficult for everyone to get there because Spurs is a really difficult field to get to.
Yeah. Paul says Holden all the way in Chambers. Julian says NFL, no football lately. Hugh says the hairy-assed Highlanders is actually a team in Scotland. I like it.
It's also a regiment, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Jimmy says, if the ball bounces off your helmet, the aim was too low.
Yeah.
Right.
Technically speaking, I'd probably say it's even too high. Like,
well, that's being pedantic.
Yeah, unless you're throwing like a corner, a post, or a fade or something. But like anything middle or short, like if they're running a quick out or a slant or something like that, you want to be putting it, say like a quick out, you want to put it low and away and put the ball in a spot where only your guy can catch it. Otherwise, you'll run out of receivers very quickly. Especially if you're passing over the middle and you're throwing balls up above head height and they're having to climb up to go get it. And then having some Ray Lewis looking dude break him in half with a direct rib shot. Your wideouts will let you know in the huddle.
Ian says he's laughing at the idea of Holden. Jim says, Tim, the Rams were in St. Louis for a comparatively short time in their team history. Started out in Cleveland, moved to LA in the 40s, St. Louis in the 1995, then back to LA.
Yeah, so I was one when that happened. So I was one until I was an adult when they moved back.
Yeah.
So my whole lifetime they were St. Louis.
Yeah. You'll have to forgive Tim for not remembering what happened when he was 1 year old. Skiffin says, "Morning all, been a long day already. Day off, full of meetings and work. Go figure."
Oh wow. Well, this will make the day seem longer for you.
Yes, long and turgid. Like a ration pack fart. Ooh, got your next live stream next week, haven't we, Gary?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh, God, that means I've got a parcel coming off Nick as well this week.
You have, yes.
Next week, rather. I'm going to have to start upping my modelling game so I can get through them all.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Just working on four of them today. Five of them today. Oh, excuse me a minute.
Jem, here's the thing. Explain to me just what is American football. I enjoyed forced watching it and still don't know what I was looking at. I fall asleep listening to Swifties bloke blabbing on it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about American football. It's
nothing to do with feet.
No, it's surprisingly cerebral. Like, if you know what's happening, it's really quite interesting because every play, like it's like chess, right? Like the way the coaches are involved is so different to like AFL or rugby or football or whatever, where like you do your training and like the coach is responsible for, or the manager is responsible for, like personnel decisions and maybe like an overall stratagem.
Yeah.
But, their input in a game is really limited. Yeah. Whereas American football, the coach is making the plays every single time. And like they need to be working hand in glove with the guys on the field to diagnose what the other team is doing, what they're ready for. What are they showing? Are they faking it?
So it's more of a tactical game.
Yeah, it's the X's and O's that I really love about it. So it's like, say a starter at So like the left tackle is injured and you've got a second stringer in, then you're gonna want to adjust your defensive strategy to make sure that you're taking advantage of that. So maybe you'll queue in more blitzes and stuff on that side to try and overwhelm a dude that hasn't had as many reps.
Yeah,
with the starting team, or looking at what the defense's secondary is looking like. Like, are they in man? Are they in zone? Yeah, and you're making those. You're making those calls, and then it's a lot more like chess with 300-pound men, as opposed to like, all right, boys,
I need to go pick up Hamish, so
all right, bud.
I'll be hopefully back before too long.
Okay.
Cheers.
Yeah, good.
Joe says, Hugh, is there... Oh, hang on a minute. That was supposed to happen. There you go. Joe says, Hugh, is there a pick of the mascot, maybe the bearded veteran himself? Jim, love hearing fair weather fans from foreign countries tell me that teams are the best. They have almost no knowledge of the history of their favourite team. Ah. Oh, sounds like a challenge, Tim.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with him. Like, the amount of people that are like Patriots fans and stuff, and you just say like, who was the quarterback before Brady? And they're like, look at no clue. But it's Drew Bledsoe, by the way, who was a bloody good quarterback in his own right. But yeah.
Matthew says, actually feel up to doing some Peace Mallet 39k figures. Nice. GM, I get it, Gary. I feel the same way towards cricket and soccer. Me too. Skiffers, were they right about the accident, Gary? Don't know. Puri is not here at the moment. He should return shortly, hopefully. Paul says, hi, troops. Sorry I'm late. I went for a nap. I have been burning the candle at both ends. No problems, buddy. Hugh's laughing at Joe. Joe says, I prefer rugby to soccer or football. Too many fake injuries. Can't stand it. Don't care to watch World Cup at all. Waste of time. Sorry, sometimes the truth hurts. I totally agree. I prefer rugby as well. At least when they get injured, they get properly injured in rugby. Jim says NFL football is both strategic and tactical. Skiffin says a little off the wall, but did you see the 1-to-1 scale of the Lancaster cockpit handmade over 20 years by gentlemen in the UK on the news today? I did not.
I saw a link to it on YouTube. I didn't click on it.
Very cool though. Joe says it's a sports war on live stream. Yeah. Joe says ration packed fart reminds me of a Hurricane Katrina. Some con artist bar stewards on eBay were selling boxes of water and or air from Hurricane Katrina. Mind you, do you blame them or the idiot buyers? Well, yeah, exactly. Joe, I love hockey, which is kind of like football, but no one is faking an injury. Paul, yeah. I do. Go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I love soccer, football, whatever. Don't get me wrong. I played it in high school.
Yeah.
It's just it's the dives and stuff that kills it for me.
Yeah.
And it's not even that I'm mad. Like, I'm just disappointed. There's no reason why, someone that gets tripped up and hits the turf and bounces back up and keeps playing should be clapped as if that's some extraordinary effort,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I can't respect dudes that, fake having a stub toe.
Paul says, I don't do American football, but the rugby union is far better. I agree. Joe says, I saw that yesterday, Skippers. Awesome job. Joe, Tim was born at a time, so he knows what he knows. Sports are great, but getting too expensive. Jim, no, Mikey, Timmy is not the focus of that foreign fans' comments. On the contrary, Tim knows what he's talking about. I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah, buy that man a beer.
Stop kissing Tim's ass. Jim says, English footy involves 11 players each side, 1 ref, 2 wingers. American football is 2 full sets of chess players, dozens of sideline players, and swarm of acting ring-ins. Yeah. You also have the linesmen in football as well. Junior says, cricket, I've started watching over the last 2 years, currently watching the IPL, Indian Premier League. Sounds like a beer, the IPL. Adam says, I miss good 2-footed challenges. Yeah. And a thigh full of studs. Yeah. Adam says, play on. And Graham says, good afternoon, all. Afternoon, Graham. Jim, Joe, spectator sports are becoming the domain of the well-to-do. Have you priced the tickets for a concert, sporting events? Effing ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, we went to the theatre last month, and I think that was like £15. Depends where you go.
Yeah, theatre's not too bad these days, but yeah, things like sporting events and stuff, it does get a bit bonkers.
With concerts, they can charge that much because people will pay for it with gigs and stuff. But if people bought the CDs or whatever, downloads of the big artists, and then went to the gigs of the newer artists, the upcoming bands and things, you'd get tickets real cheap, and you get to listen to loads of live music, and it helps them to grow as well.
See, if you were an Australian, Mikey, you'd be a big fan of Triple J.
Probably. Why?
Because I fucking hate Triple J.
Because you're a no good, smelly hipster. Because they play a lot of that up and coming sort of like unearthed music and stuff like that, like before they really hit the mainstream and stuff. So it's a lot of the indie scene.
Yeah.
My old man listens to a lot of it, so he's always loved music, but he's a lot more clued in on what's happening in the music scene than I am.
Yeah.
Spotify likes to just remind me that I kind of locked in what I like and don't like when I was in year 12, because I still listen to like My Chemical Romance and stuff.
See, I like more rock music, but I also really like classical music as well. I've been listening to classical music a lot the last few days, especially in the car. June says, love watching rugby union. One match, the ref knew a player was faking an injury. He said, if you're going to do that, come back in 2 weeks. He knew in 2 weeks, soccer was on the same pitch. Yeah. There's some good referees in rugby. And these rugby players, especially the forwards, like over 6 foot tall, and the referee's like 5'4", and he's just there like proper berating them and putting them back in their place. And just grabbing all of them, breaking up the fights and everything, throwing them around. Jim says, hello, Graham and Adam. Paul says, I have to go to a party later. I'm not a party person, but the biggest headache is that it's PJ dress code. I don't own PJs. It's going to get very cold then, dude. Jim says, cricket was dragged to a game at Lord's, fell asleep in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm the same with the cricket. It is Trevor.
Yeah,
hello, Trevor.
Hello, mates. Late on duty. I do apologise. I've been planting tomato plants.
I'm just going to move you from behind the comments.
Okay, mate.
Because we can't see you.
Well, it's the best place for me, actually, behind the comments, probably.
I will say cricket is an interesting one because I hated cricket growing up because I didn't play it at school, and it's just what Dad always had on the TV. And so when the cricket was on, I knew that I wasn't going to get the TV even when he was asleep.
Yeah.
Because he's always watching. But when you go live, and you're with a bunch of mates and stuff, generally, when I go with the boys, like we all pull out our, worst Hawaiian shirts and stuff. Like we'll have some sort of a theme. And yeah, it's like really common in Australian cricket. It's like, it's almost like a dress up day to just go sit in the sun and drink beers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go by myself, not to save my life.
Yeah. Adam says, avoid mainstream theatres. I'd rather avoid operating theatres, mate. I like going to the theatre. Joe says, darn it. When is Julian jumping over the English Channel on his wheelchair rocket, like Evel Knievel over the Snake River Canyon? Do it, Julian. I will start a GoFundMe for you. Jim says, World Cup game tickets are over $1,000 face value. Good God.
Oh, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
it's about 2 turnips over it. Adam says, stuff like our contemporary arts theatre plays most major movies and such for like £4. Oh, you're talking about cinemas. No, I'm talking about theatres where they actually do plays and things. So yeah, the cinemas over, even the main theatres over main cinemas here, like the View cinemas and the Cineworld and things like that. They're only like £7-8 a ticket. Yeah.
Sorry, I've just booked 3 tickets to go and see the new Star Wars film for me and my son and grandson, and it was £62.
Bloody Nora. I think they've sort of learned the lesson around here because they were dying on their ass because they were charging like 20 quid a ticket.
Yeah, mind you, so it is. I mean, it's IMAX one we're going to. But
yeah, well, that'll be why then. Adam says, Jim, you think it's bad people want 15,000 plus for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace? Ooh.
What's that for the whole team, including the premises? That's not bad.
Yeah, bargain. Julian, Jem, I watched the T20. Each match over 4.5 hours. More accessible, I think, that full international, which takes 5 days. 4.5 hours of sitting there watching people hit a ball and then run backwards and forwards. My God.
No, T20 is actually pretty good. Like it's a good event. So here it's like sponsored by KFC and stuff, and it's all like bright colors and stuff, and they've got some extra little rules and things. So you've got like power plays and stuff that you can call in. So like everyone has to like come within a certain distance. So you start getting those big hits. But it's great for the kids. They love it.
I just don't think I'll ever be converted to cricket. Joe says, did you all hear about Dragon Models? No more making plastic kits. Yes, I did.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that email that they sent is cryptic. It's like everything comes out of China. It's baffling until you actually see the product. So I'm gonna wait out. But I'm not devastated because I've never built a Dragon kit.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they've got planned because I don't know what the hell Chinese people think is normal. It's they're mad.
Yeah, they're quite good kits. I've built one, and they're not bad kits at all.
Yeah, I've got one to build. I've just never got round to it.
Well,
I've got the American half truck.
Yeah, I can't actually see it, so I'm actually wondering whether I built it or not. Oh yeah. Well,
I've got one on the stash, but I haven't built it. Oh. Or do I? Oh yes, I do. It's a Puma.
Jim says, Bugger, JJJ. I did my sound engineer certificate at 2FM MMM, the House of M's in Sydney. Sister loved JJJ, but she's always had odd tastes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a Dragon kit, that one.
Let's have a look. 2 seconds.
Oh, that's a truck, that is.
Yeah, that's a Dragon kit. Yeah, yeah, it's quite a bit of detail on that. So
yeah,
it's not bad at all. Yeah, went together really well.
Nice.
I used to play Triple J, in the background music when we were doing computer-based training on the F-35 course. And after about 6 weeks of this, I lost my shit. I said, I can't concentrate with this shit. Can you put on fucking anything else? Oh, what channel do you prefer? Old man music? I said, no, you play like Triple M or something else. It's just this shit. Like, what I found more annoying than the music they play is the attitude of the 12-year-old DJs that think they know everything about how the world works. They'd be like the news would come on and they'd say, "Oh, you're the spokesführer for this." Fuck off, idiot! What do you know about the world? You sit in a recording studio. Dickheads.
It's like that, Toast.
Say what you think, John.
Well, today the role of Tim Air is played by John.
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Junior
your
says,
shitty World War I facial hair, wearing your sister's clothes. Shut up.
Junior says, Mikey, remember Nigel Owens? Commentators loved him. Always had a good laugh when he was refereeing. Some of his best bits are on YouTube. Yeah, he was a good ref. Hugh, played by real men with cauliflower ears and odd-shaped balls, and respect the rules, opposite of football players. Yeah. It's a gentleman's sport played by hooligans. Whereas rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen. Jim says, Joe. Yes, Joe, I heard the news that Dragon models, I'm guessing this will spike the price of models sold at swap meets. That's where I bought most of the Dragon kits in my stash. Jim says, so $1,000 American is like 2,000 GBP? No, opposite way. $1,000 American is £748. Yeah. Adam, it'll be like 750ish, Jim. Yeah. Paul says, Mikey, did you see what happened to me last night? I had a disaster with the F-14 Tomcat. Oh, was that with your decals? His decals fell apart.
Huh.
Hugh says £748-ish, Jim. Yeah, £748.48 at the minute. Look at the conversion rate. Joe says, yes, John, I like that. Get off my lawn, you little punk. John's going to be the Australian version of Clint Eastwood in that film Gran Torino. Joe, I agree, Matthew. I do like Mengen Tacom kits. Adam says, oh, Tim, I found out my great-grandfather was an air mechanic on the Ark Royal.
Oh, very cool.
There we go. Where are we?
I keep thinking about Triple J now. So there's a skit that Arnie Donna does about like they're calling a class roll call, and the first few names are normal names, and then it's just a bunch of stupid shit, and it's like 2 annoying hipsters from Triple J. And they're like, yeah, we're here.
Yeah. It's fucking retards, I tell you. Oh, that's not PC. I can't say that anymore. Well, what a pity.
The only Australian band I used to like was Savage Garden when I was a teenager.
Well, this is the thing. Say, for instance, Savage Garden first comes out. So, before it's picked up by commercial stations, it's played by Triple J. As soon as it gets popular and people start playing it on the regular radio, they stop playing it because, oh no, our taste is so far superior to everyone else. Fuck off.
No, the only radio station I listen to is Classic FM or Rock FM.
I don't listen to the radio.
Or Jazz FM, actually. I quite like jazz music.
I've got my Spotify because it just plays what I want.
Yeah, my computer does that and my phone. The difference is I don't have to pay extra for it.
Yeah. I don't mind chucking a couple shackles at things that I actually use. But, you know, it's like I listen to my analytics and stuff the other day, and it's like I've had it since 2014.
Yeah.
And I have listened to a lot of music. And I pay like a couple bucks a month or whatever. You know, cost me next to nothing. I don't have any ads or anything. It's just bulk music, and I can listen to whatever I want, whenever I want.
Yeah, Morgan has it.
With no presenters going.
Sounds like this live stream.
It does that, actually. Yeah.
Jim says, the late Kerry Packer and I would argue over cricket on our flights to Hong Kong and back. We never agreed on right or wrong. It was just fun arguing. His staff would retreat to safe distance. Jim says, Dragon kits, Fujimi kits, these pop up in the Hobby 2000 kit range. Yeah. Joe, stop it, John. You're making Timmy stronger. He feels your hate and he loves it.
Yeah.
Yes. Feel the power of the dark side, John. Julie says, effing what? Are they a pop-up group? Welland and effing. There we go.
My mum loves Savage Garden.
Yeah, I listened to it a lot when I was a teenager.
You still do, you nonce.
Oh, don't say that. Jesus.
What, that you still do?
No, the other one.
Oh, what? Is that something bad?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
It's slang term for PDF file.
Really?
Yes. It stands for not of normal criminal element.
Is that true? That's the first I've ever heard of that.
That's what it means in England, in the UK. That's where it comes from.
Not that I don't believe you, but I'm now curious.
So what have I missed?
Nonce is verboten. Yeah. Highly derogatory term for PDF file or sexual predator, sexual offender. Often used as a general purpose insult for a creepy or foolish person in the UK. There you go.
There you go. This is the first I've heard.
Yeah, normally a nonce here is just an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine if you come on holiday and you start calling everyone that? Oh, God. That'd have been interesting at a rugby match or a football match. Yeah.
I'd back it up.
Yeah, it comes from not of normal criminal element.
Got plenty of worse things I can call you. No, for anyone that was offended, I'm sorry.
That was the most. You're offended. Bless you.
I somewhat meant it, actually.
Wow. Go Tim.
Yeah,
you're evolving.
Just as a general blanket thing, if anyone was like, I want an apology, I'd kind of suggest you go kick rocks. But, you know, as a general thing, I'll plead ignorance.
Joe says, I'm going to have a Google Triple J. I don't have the slightest idea who or what they are. It's a radio station.
It's just a...
There you go. Matthew says, yes, it means Peter file. Yes. James says, John, we had problems with Air Force people all having many radios playing, all on different channels. Would do my head in if I was doing paperwork at Hangar 523 on Romeo 3 servicings.
Oh, yeah? I know exactly what you're talking about. So Hangar 523 is where I spent, 15 odd years at, probably 12 years. It's a deep level servicing hangar for the Hercs, and it became the 37 squad hangar.
Yeah.
Anybody got?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry. I'll say anybody. This is a weird one. The colours on this model I'm doing.
Right.
They're telling me to mix 90, which is matte beige green or sky as we know it, and satin varnish to make the colour different colour.
Oh, it'll just be to put a bit more of a shine on the paint.
Yeah,
that's all it'll do.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll spray it with
Satin, yeah.
Sky. I'll just spray the bloody thing with Sky, and then satin varnish or matte varnish it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a bit weird to mix it in.
Yeah. It says 90 plus 135. With 135 is satin varnish, and 90 is matte beige green, which is Sky, which is Tamiya's XF21.
So which part are you painting of the model?
It's the underneath of the plane, the underside. Yeah.
Julian says, Julian says, does it? I've never heard that acronym, Mikey. Well, you live and learn. Yeah. James says, Joe, only Google JJJ if you follow the MMM radio. Joe, I publicly funded youth radio station. Jesus, I hate it already. Get off my lawn. Sammy J says, it usually means not on normal courtyard exercise. Yeah. Due to them having to be separate from mainstream prisoners. Yes. Personally, I think they should be allowed into the normal courtyard. But hey, I'm just letting nature take its toll.
Well, I feel like if my papa knew that, he probably wouldn't have called me and not so much.
Oh, God, I don't
know. Right. What?
Singing.
Well, name the song.
I don't know. It's some weird Australian thing, probably.
No, it's American.
That's even weirder.
Well, Frank Zappa, you're right, yeah. It's hot plate heaven at the Green Hotel.
There we go. Mark said, mixed in green paint with satin varnish generally produces a lighter, more translucent and slightly desaturated version of the original green. There we go. Interesting. And welcome, Sammy. I've not seen you comment on it before, I don't think.
Yeah, I bet it's not actually Sammy J.
I don't know
who knows all about Triple J, but was never on it.
He's a comedian of some sort in Australia.
Yeah, okay. He's very, very clever. He's have you heard of Randy? Randy Feltface, a purple sort of Muppet looking thing.
No.
Okay, well you're missing out. So Sammy J and Randy for many years had a comedy act together. Like he'd write the music, and they just sort of play off each other, and it was hilarious stuff.
Yeah,
and they've both gone their separate ways, and both had very successful careers.
Yeah,
unlike Lano and Woodley.
See, the limit of my knowledge of Australian comedians is Isaac Butterfield.
Yeah, he's not even a comedian. He's just a bigot.
He is a comedian.
He's funny. Matthew says, laugh out loud, squirrel on the nonce thing, as Mikey knows one. Yeah, I won't go into it on air, but fair enough. Julian says, agreed, Mikey. Put them all in general Gen Pop. Let them sort it out amongst themselves. Yes, but human rights and all that.
All right, so yeah.
Matthew says best comedian Paul Hogan is Leo Wanker. Oh yeah, let's have a look.
So I've just gone over some of the scales there with Wild Rider Red, just on the edge of some of the scales. Kind of pick them out a little bit. So yeah, just one thing at a time.
Yeah, it's looking good. Lots of lovely detail in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the skulls and stuff that are inset in the armor now.
Yeah,
I think.
Cool. Julian says that looks awesome, Tim.
Thanks, Jules.
Not that anyone's wondering, but I'm just dabbing burnt umber onto the tracks just to sort of give a little bit of texture, make it look like it got a little bit of texture to the rust and stuff. Just so they don't look like brown plastic.
Yeah, nice.
Not that anyone's interested. Jem says, John, the modification cell upgrading C130H components, I was asked to sort out the backlog of pendings, the low IQ count of the families and sumpies, framies and sumpies, with radios was a serious headache.
Yeah. Framies and Sumpies radio is not their forte. Yeah, that's all right.
Marty says, do you ever make your own rust powder? Great for adding rust look and texture. I haven't yet, but I do have rust powder. But it's one I got sent, like layer pigments and stuff. Julian says, best comedian in my honest opinion was one who wasn't supposed to be, the rugby union ref Nigel Owens. Dave says, I'm just trying to fit the running gear onto Revel's 172nd M109 that Moz sent me. So small and fiddly.
All right, I'm just going to pause. I'm going to wash out my brush, go back to the bench, and do something else.
Adam says, I used Vallejo rust effects on the tracks, but kept it light. Nice. Yeah, I start off with slightly lighter than the paint, than the base color, and then work way up. Because the darker rust is usually sort of at the bottom. You don't notice it as much. Paul says, future discussion topic, why do decals not last? Or why don't decals last? Good question.
Sorry? What's the question?
Why don't decals last? As in, on the sheet, why do they disintegrate and stuff?
It's probably something to do because it's like a plastic film, isn't it?
Yeah. They just degrade over time.
Yeah.
They're not protected from UV rays and things like that.
Yeah. So storage, heat, all that stuff like that. So I'd imagine, say, decals, if they're in a sealed bag, they're going to last longer. If they're in, stored, if the kit's stored, say, inside a house instead of, say, in the loft or whatever, where it gets too cold, too hot, all that stuff. There are things you could do. I know one guy, as soon as he gets a kit, he takes out the decal sheet, files it in a filing cabinet. I guess it works for him. I don't do that.
No, I can't see him lasting too long doing that. Unless you're keeping it in the heat temp.
Keeping it in the house.
Yeah.
It'd have to have something to do with like ambient temperature, ambient bloody moisture in the atmosphere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you got like more temperature fluctuations and stuff, you're gonna have
Store in a cool, dark place. Oh, I'm singing again. I'm sorry.
that moisture get affected. One would imagine.
Adam says it's an organic material still. Yeah.
Everything.
Joe says,
degrades.
does Rebel have an important announcement to make today? Did I miss it? I don't know. Mark says, heck, buying it is expensive. Get some cheap wire wool and soak it a couple of days in vinegar and get the oily coating off of it. Or to get the oily coating off it. Yeah. Just let it rust. Yeah. No, I think I got sent the pigment powders from M4H. So it didn't cost me anything. Jim says, Matthew, Dragon kits are a personal favourite of mine, specifically the Smart Kit and the 3-in-1 armour vehicle models. Yeah. Adam, it's fancy paper. Paper and time have issues. Correct. Mark says, then take it out of the vinegar, make it damp, and leave it outdoors a couple of days, and then when it rusts, dry it out and crush it down. Rust powder. There we go. Julian, in my opinion, it depends on the original quality of the decal, and as Nodge and Tim said, how they've been stored. Yeah. Jim, I store my decal sheets in vacuum bags and cool temperatures. They're fine even after 50 years.
There you go.
Joe says, ruining decals, something MMM should cover? No. Jim, compared to Meng, RFM, Tacon, Border, Gecko, and Bronco models, Dragon kits are a low part count.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I think Meng don't have that many parts.
No.
David says 10th, I believe. Matthew, yeah, I love Dragon kits. Clear periscopes, slide molded gun barrels, PE and Zimmer equals happy mat. That's saying something.
Okay.
Oh.
So I've so I'm looking at references for the B47 because I'm painting it now. It's got the first coat of aluminium on it, so it's looking
good.
It's looking different. I had painted the. It's got a different. It's a radome underneath that. Now I do plan to go around that. So the top half of this, top 3/4, 2/3 would be aluminium, and the bottom 1/3 would be anti-nuclear flash white. So all that's going to be masked off and repainted with white, around about level with the top of the crew entrance door there, and just over the Bombay and stuff. So that's what I've come over to do is look over pictures of where to mask up the engine nacelles.
Oh yeah,
and paint them up because I don't want to paint them aluminium.
You're doing the rush streaks on the white as well.
On the what?
On the white on the fuselage.
Wasn't planning to. Yeah. This one's in service. It looks it's not. It's in storage, I guess, at a museum, looking at the ground.
Yeah.
But mine's going to be dropping a nuke, so it's very much in service, and they would have looked after it a bit.
Yeah. Adam says
I'll stick with that.
I scan all my decals. Dave says, sorry, 19th. Adam says, if one breaks, I reprint it. Oh, there we go. It's a good idea. Patrick, I think Revel's announcement is on the 19th. Phil says, afternoon, everyone. Just in for a quick tea break. Hello, buddy.
Hello, Phil.
Hey, Philip.
All right. Looking down. Oh, no. One must first plug in a camera. Ooh. Let's try that.
Sure. GM will be happy to know that I cooked a South Korean pulled beef earlier this week in the slow cooker. It was very good. Well, still is good. It's kept very, very well.
Nice.
Paul, those who want to know how I got the soot on the Airfix Concorde, I have done. I heated a scalpel until it was black, then I got my finger, took the soot off the blade, and used my finger to put it on. Oh, there we go. Good idea.
Anybody use these floory washes? They're meant to be quite good, aren't they?
Waitrose uses them, I think.
Yeah.
We have used them.
Yeah, it's not available in Australia, so that's a no.
Ian says, at the moment, I am building a Novo kit. Now they have low part counts. Well, until the plastic card comes out. Yeah. I like MHAR kits. MHAR kits have a low part count. I think when I had the Mark IV 135 Mark IV tank, it had something like 20 parts or something. But they're really good for practicing painting and things. And practicing weathering techniques and stuff like that. Jim says, yes, indeed. Meng does have high part counts, Mr. Mikey. Forget to include perhaps the king of them all, Mini Art. Remember, Mini Art rhymes with multi-part. Yeah, the Meng kits I've had haven't had particularly high part counts. No higher than, say, Airfix or something, if they were doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that... where's it gone? It's disappeared. What was that
Meng
one
are pretty
I've got?
nice, easy kits to build.
Oh my God.
Where is my red leather?
Probably with your gimp mask.
Doesn't actually.
Is that it?
Adam says, and if you have the camera me and John use for the desk, its real use is a document camera and a scanner if you don't have a proper scanner. There we go.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I do have a scanner. Not that I use it very often. I need to get ink for it, actually. Ian says, South Korean pulled beef equals dog. Adam says, I use UMP washes, which are very similar to Flory. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got... Where is it? I've got one of them here. Oh, I can't even see it now. Oh,
let me see.
there we go. Ultimate wash. This is a light dirt. I've used that once or twice now. Once on a Jaguar aircraft, and people say, nah, wrong color. And I used it on something else. Another military one. I can't remember now. Can't recall. Oh well.
Phil says, I've had good results with Flory washes. Flory washes? Flory. He did a good video the other day about YouTubers doing review the kit, but being really negative about it all the time and stuff, and how it damages the scale modeling community and modeling companies and stuff.
So what you doing?
Really interesting. Jim says Flory clay washes work good for the most part. I use them both aircraft and armor. Patrick, I use Flory washes, bought them years ago. They work very well. Jem, Timmy, well done. Slow pulled meats are yummy. Mechas have Korean sticky sauce burgers on that moment. Not tried them yet.
Yeah,
They do. Yeah,
they're a bit. Oh, they're not bad. They have more kick to them than you might think. But no, I had a lot of fun cooking it. I love using the slow cooker and stuff because you can just bung it all in the morning and then dinner's ready. But yeah, first time ever using. I'm sorry if I butcher the pronunciation, but gochujang, which is kind of like a chili capsicum paste sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. Although I'll probably double the amount next time I make it.
Adam says Dark Earth or Earth I love using. Julian, black sooty stuff. Use what I used to do for Action Man camouflage. Pencil lead shavings. Proper grubby. I suppose you could add water and use it as panel wash to dull colours. Yeah, you could. You'd have to grind it pretty fine though. GM says, spell stuffer was woken up. It was disabled. Matthew says, think these are the first official Peace Mallet figures I've painted in 20 years.
Good job.
And Sammy J says, Kochujang. Kochujang. Pronunciation.
Kochujang. Right. I made lasagna tonight. It was nice.
I love lasagna. My favourite food.
Erin's last night before she goes back to Townsville tomorrow morning. So cooked her favourite meal.
Actually, what's names do that, Mikey? Lidl's do that in sort of like pre-prepared, and that's quite nice.
Yeah.
And one thing will serve two of you, complete, plenty.
Yeah. I've moved away from like pre-made lasagnas and bolognese and stuff because they always seem to put garlic in it, even when it doesn't say so.
Oh yeah,
garlic.
Not garlic.
It really doesn't like me.
Oh.
It hurts. But yeah, I tend to make my own, because I know what's in it then. And I can guarantee there's nothing nasty in there.
So how's Kay, Mikey?
Still on a drip and sleeping a lot. But apparently she wants me to take a slushy for
the slushy.
Yeah, because there's a spa around the corner from the hospital, so she wants me to pick up a slushy.
Oh, they haven't done a rescan yet then?
No. I don't know what's happening at the minute. I'll find out later when I go to hospital to visit her. I just know she's on the drip. On some drips. For anti-sickness stuff, because she was spewing again.
I mean, I've got a hiatus hernia. I mean, she's probably not got that, but
no, she's got a condition called achalasia.
Yeah,
and it's where the nerves in the esophagus and the sphincter going from the esophagus into the stomach have died.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying to me the other day. Yeah.
So she can't. Whereas when we swallow food or drink, the esophagus sort of squeezes it down into the stomach.
That's it. Yeah.
That because it can't move. So it just gets stuck in it.
Yeah, I get a similar thing. I don't get it all. Just occasionally, I'll eat something and it doesn't go down quite right, and you get a build up, and then you're sitting there and and then all of a sudden it's a dash to that room because it's got stuck.
Yeah.
See, I've got the opposite problem where everything goes down a bloody treat and I end up putting on 15 kilos.
We're back to them fruits and vegetables again, aren't we, Tim?
No, he hates them.
Joe says, Tim, add a jalapeno to it and some Modelo Cerveza.
Cerveza. That's a beer. Modelo's. Actually,
Cerveza.
Joe would have liked what we had for dinner last night because it was our 5-year anniversary. So we went to a restaurant called Orleans, which, is that kind of Creole French sort of stuff. And it was bloody awesome. We had sticky beef cheek. We had some cornbread. We had some, smoked goat's cheese and honey. I had a comfy duck.
Comfy chair?
It was awesome. And then we ended with a couple of beignets. It was a bloody good meal.
Nice.
You mean you've been with the same woman all that time? What do you want to do a silly thing like that for?
Lucked out with this one.
Sammy J says, what are you all building? I'm doing diamond art and paint by numbers. I'm doing the ARL 44 tank. French heavy tank.
I'm painting a
Dragon.
model from Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So this will have a dude sitting on it, and it's got wings as well. I've just got them off for painting, but yeah.
I'm doing a Hasegawa 72nd scale B-47E Stratojet.
There we go.
Because I can, and a nuclear weapon to go with it. A Mark 53 nuclear bomb.
You could get somebody to sit on figure to sit on that and ride it around. Julian says, Mikey, you could use the other end of the paintbrush to crush the shaving, a bit like a pestle mortar. Could do, yeah. The Junior says, anyone notice how I have ideas for other people to try? Yeah, it has been noticed. Matthew says, have they discussed peg feeding Mikey for Kaylee? Not yet. They're looking. She may have to have a feeding tube put in because that'll be less invasive than peg feeding. So yeah, the other option is replacing the entire esophagus, which would be a major surgery. June says, at least Kay sees you regularly, Mikey. When you're stuck in hospital, visitors are very hugely important. Yeah. Well, me and her mum do alternate days so that she's got someone visiting her every day. Jem, Ko Chao Jang, but you were close enough.
Ko Chao Jang. Yeah, it's bloody nice.
Mark says, I've been on a diet myself. I was 17.3 stone, 109 kilos, 2 months ago. I'm now 15 stone 10.
Jesus.
95 kilos. Well done, Mark.
Wow.
Yeah, good job.
Well done, buddy.
I really got to lock in. Stop being so lazy.
I was 15 stone when I got married. I've never seen it since. Paul says, that bit of pee I did for my Trumpeter 1/350th Belfast 1942 model kit was a bloody nightmare. Took me an hour to do because the rails broke off and I had to find them. John, what is your plane called? Air Force One? Squirrel! Stop teasing him, Joe. June says, Mikey, I'll PM you later on Discord. Mum had compromised swallowing, similar but not the same reason as Kaylee, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, it is a tricky one. Bless her. The problem is we don't know why she keeps being sick. They think it's linked to that, but they can't figure out what's causing it exactly. And there you go. Sammy says, thank you for the correction, GM. Julia says, great, Mikey. When Mum was in hospital, visited Monday to Friday. Mum's best friend of 76 years saw her every Friday. Cool. Jim says, the mortar, the merrier, Julian.
I went full Jimmy Carr then, I'm sorry.
Jim says, chat about, think I lost that weight last few days. Gone down several notches on my belt. I wish I could. I seem to fluctuate between 22 stone and 19 stone. Julian says, Wednesday, I mean. Yeah.
Mikey, I wish to bring up a gripe.
Oh, why don't you have it of a lifetime? But go on.
Now, I'm not attacking you personally, all right? But people in the UK using stone.
Yeah.
And then hanging shit on the Americans for using imperial. Yeah. Does my head in. It's the same thing. Like if you used kilograms, fill your boots, you let them have it. But you can't be like, use a bloody metric system. I weigh stones.
Let me travel at 45 miles an hour. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All our speeds and distances are in miles on the roads.
That's literally the only way you can tell whether you pass from Ireland into Northern Ireland is, the speed changes from miles per hour to, the other way around, kilometers per hour to miles per hour.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way I could tell.
Yeah, like
The
considering,
accent
like,
wasn't a giveaway then, John.
I was in a car. I didn't hear much of an accent. That
Yeah, because we're here in Australia where everything is as it should be. It makes sense. We can throw as many rocks at others as we want, but it always struck me as like those in glass houses sort of thing. When it's like use metric, you bastards. Use miles and stones. But anyway, rant complete. I don't know if you have
we sell beer in pints as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we take beers in pints. Actually, we do make a bloody mess.
So those stones
in Australia.
Yeah.
Those pebbles you were launching.
Well, it only applies to like beers. Like beer glasses are the only thing that's like measured in a pint.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because beer's measured in pints, but soft drinks are measured in milliliters and liters.
Yeah, it is a hot mess. Like Tim's right. In every state in Australia, they do it differently.
Yeah. We've got like schooners, middies, schmiddies, pints, imperial pints, like depending on what state you're in.
Yeah.
Which makes me second guess. So I just mosey on up to the bar like a half-wit and say like, hello, I will have your biggest Guinness, please. Let them tell me what that is. Yeah, I really don't know how I put 15 kilos on.
Yeah, so there we go. This is just from the internet. Australian survival tip number 1: how to order a beer. And
good God.
Down there is a list of, let's see, in Victoria, you've got a beer is 200 ml, pot 285 ml, a schooner or a mega pot 425 ml, a pint is 570 ml, a jug is 1 litre and 140 ml. And it just changes wherever you go. So it's literally.
Yeah, we just have pints and half pints.
So of course, a 7 is a small one. Yeah, so in New South Wales, I've got a 7, a midi, a schooner, a pint, or a jug. Whereas South Australia, it's a schooner, a pint, imperial pint, and a jug. Yeah.
Julian, so Mum had visitors every other day in the week. Excellent. Good. Paul says, my wife has the same problem as Kay. She sends her love. My wife said it's a hernia that traps food. She then has to force her food up to clear the blockage. Yeah, that's what Kay used to have to do.
Oh, bugger that.
Because they can feel it building up, and she has to make herself vomit in order to clear it. But now, the food, it's really weird. Because there's nothing to stop the stomach acid coming up. So food either gets stuck or it goes straight through. But then the acid reflux comes straight up as well. Because she had what was called a Heller's myotomy 11 years ago. And what they do is they cut the sphincter at the bottom of the esophagus so that it keeps it open. And then they raise the entire stomach and wrap it around the esophagus so that there's less chance of the acid coming back up. But unfortunately, when, if you lay down and stuff like that, the acid comes up, and with her being sick all the time, the acid's burnt all her esophagus.
Yeah, that sounds
blister and ulcerate.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. So it's all ulcerated, and then because she's still being sick, well, after it's ulcerated, the ulcers are ruptured and cause bleeds and things. So she's vomiting her own blood. Julian says, fuel consumption in the UK, miles per gallon, fuel at the pump, litres. Yeah. We're an interesting country. Jim says, I like the stone system. Sounds pleasant to my ears. Not that I care either way. Pounds, kilos, stones. Who effing cares? Exactly. I mean, there's 14 pounds to a stone. It's pretty easy to work out.
It's not that easy. It's not based in 10.
Now, on top of you being an asshole, I have to do math.
You did maths at degree level. Stop complaining. Paul says, When I left the army, I was 15 stone. Then 6 months on the streets, I was 8 stone. Now I'm 11 to 12 stone, and I'm 40 years old. Yeah, when I went out to Iraq, I was 12 stone. When I came back 6 months later, I was 14 stone of muscle. It was very strange. Considering I didn't actually go to the gym once because I was working too much. Jim says, Sam, no worries, my friend. The pronounced words differ to how you read and interpretation. I'm still learning, and I film chefs in Korea who yell at me if I miss a syllable. There you go. Junior says, UK builders yards, I'll have 3 meters metric or 2 by 4, 2 inches by 4 inches. Yeah. I'll have 3 meters of 2 by 4, please. Better looking Marley says, it's easier to say, can I have a pint, than give us a 473.176 milliliter. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sammy says, I don't mind being corrected. It means I can be better next time. There you go. Unlike my English, apparently. Paul says, shite in hell. Tell Kay to stay away from aspirin. It'll burn through the hernia. Yeah. No, they're not giving her aspirin. She's on really strong IV anti-sickness at the minute and IV saline to keep her hydrated, because the other problem they're having is, because she's been sick so much, is actually keeping her hydrated. She's just permanently dehydrated, so she's constantly on IV saline. But because she's also so dehydrated, it means they're struggling to get her blood pressure up as well. So whereas it's supposed to be around 120/80, hers isn't going above. Well, it's rarely going above like 95/60 something. So it's quite low. So she's getting dizzy quite a lot and things. Julian says 16 ounces to a pound, 14 pounds to a stone. Easy, isn't it? Yeah. Mark says, I didn't know you allowed bad language on this channel. Yeah. Occasionally. As long as it's not excessive. We try to do as little as possible, because we do have kids watching sometimes.
Yeah, I gotta tighten up.
I tend to only swear out frustration when I'm stumbling over my words or something.
Oh, shit.
David says, in 2020, I was 15 stone, and then after my cancer treatment, I was 11 stone in 6 weeks. Not recommended. No, sir. No. Mark said, people keep using the W word, work. Damn, I said it now too. Damn it. Yeah, we don't work for a living, do we, Gary? We just do YouTube.
No, absolutely. I'd hate to have to work for a living again.
Yeah. Matthew says, just dry brushed 7-piece mallet figures, then found the paint I was supposed to be using that I had pre-mixed for the Nurgle Marines. See, that doesn't help my English when you come out with words like Nurgle Marines.
Yeah, what's not to get? They're Chaos Space Marines devoted to the Chaos God Nurgle, whose color palette consists of, dirty olivey green colors and pussy sores and pink.
So much more sense.
See?
Julian says,
it's no different to you using stone.
12 inches to a foot, 3 foot to a yard.
Sir.
I didn't realise it's 3 foot to a yard.
I've get out of it.
3 foot to a yard? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Of course there is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I've never had to use yards. The only time I use yards is on the motorway when I'm looking at the junction indicators.
You mean you've never owned a yardstick? Good God.
Well, I had seen a yardstick, but I never had one because I wasn't a warrant officer.
That's a paste stick.
That's a paste stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, paste stick.
A yardstick Isn't it one of those beer things? What are they called?
A yard of ale.
Yeah, them.
Yard
those
of
ones.
ale.
Yeah.
I remember them. God, I've had a few of those.
I think we do call those yardsticks in Australia.
GM says, in the UK, Korean Englishmen in Korea, these two blokes copped a severe scolding off senior chef Sumi Joel for the wrong pronounced words. I felt safe for once. I've never understood why people get arsy if people mispronounce words, especially if they're trying to pronounce them when it isn't their first language.
I think you'll find it's pronounced.
No, because there's no in there. Julie says, and don't even get me started on those sodding acres and hectares. Well, an acre's easy. It's just the amount of ground that a worker can clear in a day. It's just
What? Hang on, say that again.
That's where it came from.
Say it again.
An acre is the amount of crops a worker can clear by hand in a day. That's where it came from.
It feels somewhat arbitrary to me.
Yeah.
If you got like corn-fed Fred over there that can, pick 1 million ears of corn or whatever an hour, and then you got, I don't know, me.
With hectares. Let's have a look.
Right.
Can't remember if it's hectares or acres.
Well, hectare is a number of square meters. It's defined from meters, so it won't be anything to do with workers.
Ooh.
Yeah. There you go. The word acre comes from the Old English word "iker," meaning field or open land, and traces back to the Proto-Indo-European roots. Historically, an acre was defined as the amount of land a man and a team of oxen could plough in a single day. There you go. From medieval origins.
So not as in worker, as in how much do you care? Don't know, but my back bloody acres today.
Yeah.
I'm here all week, Tare the fish, Sipuratus. Like, where's my RLMO2? This is really depressing me. I can't find my RLMO2.
James says, Mikey, that depends on the worker. Could be a right lazy bastard. Yeah. Neil says, acre equals area of a yoke of oxen could plough in one day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Neil says, good afternoon, all. Yeah. There we go. It's a medieval word.
How very unlike the English language, then.
Yeah.
And Winnie the Pooh lives in 100 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got 6 minutes left. It's gone quick today. Seems to go quick.
Great RMO2. Good.
Jim says, one guy's trained in Korean, the other, no hope. He was swearing, not realised what I was saying. I moved back 10 paces, still got yelled at for laughing. Me and my sister when we were kids, we'd go and visit my family and my cousins and that in St. Helens. And because they were born and raised English, they didn't speak Welsh. So if me and my sister wanted to have a conversation about it, we'd just sit there and speak Welsh to each other and just swear at them in Welsh and things. And they wouldn't know what we were talking about. And they used to go, Nan, they're swearing at us again. And she'd just laugh because even though she didn't speak English, she recognised it because her mum spoke Welsh. Better looking Marley says, an acre is much ground as a worker can clear in a day. A hectare is much ground as a hectare could clear in a day. He had ADHD.
Very good.
Yeah. It's starting to get some texture on these tracks anyway. You won't be able to see it on camera, I don't think. Zoom in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I presume the base colour's green.
No, it's corrosion. So start off like that with
Green. Yeah.
black primer and then corrosion on it.
Oh.
Corrosion paint on it, and then I've started putting some what's it called burnt umber on it, dabbing it on it, so it's giving it a little bit of texture instead of it looking like perfectly clean plastic. There we go. I've only got through not even half of one track. Yeah. But hey. Oh, what the hell happened then? Mark said 22 yards make a chain, 10 chains make a furlong, 8 furlongs make a mile, 2 yards make a fathom, 100 fathoms makes a cable, 10 cables make a nautical mile. There we go. Ooh. But how many jockeys does it take to screw in a light bulb? Jim says telemarketers get sworn out in Korean. They yell at me to speak English. Ha ha. Yeah. Chat about a barley corn is 1/3 of an inch. This is where British shoe sizes come from. Size 10 is 10 barley corns. Ah, there we go. Didn't realise that. Jim says, was 100 acre wood 100 long and 1 wide, 4 wide, 25 long, 5 wide by 20 long, or somewhat else? Inquiring minds must know. Mind you, inquiring minds also need to get a bloody life. Yeah.
22 yards, of course, is also a cricket pitch.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, that's good to know.
Which is why people think, cricket, it's such a lovely game. But if you're up against a fast bowler, he's releasing a ball at sort of, even at reasonable level, 75, 80 miles an hour, from 22 yards away. That's why it's a little bit scary at times.
Yes. Got 2 minutes left, 26 people watching, 21 likes. And Better Looking Marley says, ADHD, how much did Hector do? There we go. Right. Oh my God, I forgot how to use my bloody StreamYard. No. There we go. Complete brain blank then. Ooh, what's that quite high up? Low down even. Julian says, how many dead bodies does it take to change a light bulb? It's not 6, as the basement is still dark. Okay. Paul says, just got to B&Q, maximum speed 34 mile an hour, average speed 12 mile an hour, 8 minutes over 2 miles on his mountain bike. There we go. Better Looking Marley says, ADHD, how much did Hector do? There we go. There you go. I'd better get back into the StreamYard on the phone to do the outro. Ooh, musical.
Ooh, I'm famous.
Is that your agent calling, was it, Tim?
Yeah. All right. So, not a whole lot done today, just a little bit of highlighting and stuff like that. So, that and did some work on like the leather straps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a bit of silver over the gold and started doing the skulls in the armor.
Nice.
As you can tell, I only started the scales on one side. I was very lazy. So, yeah.
Julian says, great stream, everyone. Sammy J says, I've enjoyed this. May tune in more often. Please do.
You should.
Paul says, it's great having you on my mobile. It means I can listen to you guys all the time. Oh, you poor thing. You
Masochist.
poor man. Oh, look.
So
It's
that's
a
how
boozy.
the Mark 53 atom bomb fits in the B-47 bomb bay. So hooray!
Nice.
But, yeah, obviously designed for this plane. Well, the plane was designed to edit more like.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Thank you for joining us all again today. We'll be back on Monday with the Monday panel. 12 till 2, that is. Same place, same channel. I think that's it. Don't forget to Loom subscribe. Don't forget to check out Gary's channel, Gary stuff. Don't forget to check out John's channel, Scale Modeling Twins. So until Monday, it is Hulvar for now.
Hooray!
See ya.